Hi, my name is Imran Hoque and I work with the Burma Task Force. As a Rohingya refugee who lived in many refugee camps for 7 years, I can say that access to the internet and education are keys to hope and survival in a very uncertain situation. However, not only is education shut down and the internet limited in Myanmar because of the coup, but Rohingya have lacked access for decades, and even in Bangladesh camp, refugees don't have access to the internet and education. Nearly a 500,000 Rohingya children are growing up without receiving an education have, and have almost no access to the internet. In your view, do human beings have the right to the internet? Do you think all human beings have the right to obtain an education? Can there be peace and security without these things? What can you do in the Security Council to help people like me to have adequate access to the internet and education? Thank you.
I think this is the issue. This is the crucial point for the future of the planet. You know, the youth and the children, their access to have an ability to be competitive in the world, to have a bright future waiting for them. It's such a broad issue. You know, there are the issues of conflicts that you mentioned in Myanmar, you know, and in the refugee camps. But then there are issues also of accessibility because of, you know, remote areas, poverty, a lot of things. You know, in 2016, I was the president of UNICEF, and we visited northern Argentina and remote villages over there, and I was really touched by what I saw over there. You know, we visited a school in the mountains, and it was organized together with UNICEF, and it was based on satellite connection with the closest town, where the teachers were actually giving them the exercises and everything, and they lived there for a week, and then they went home for weekends, and it was the first opportunity for this whole region to have access to actually to secondary education. And it had been going on for a few years, and there had already been a couple of kids who have gone to university, and it was the first time, you know, and it was so touching to see this, and to see these kids in the refugee camps, be in Bangladesh or wherever, and the leaders of the country, like in Myanmar, or who claim to be leaders, you know, the military, the Tatmadaw, restricting access, and even directly killing kids on the street, you know, and restricting access to education. It's devastating, and this is something that when talking about conflicts like Myanmar, when talking about internally displaced persons, when talking about refugees, this is something that we have to raise very high and very strongly all the time.